Isometric view of a cone. Given. Diameter equals 50 millimeters. Height equals 70 millimeters. Step 1. Rough drawing, top view and front view. Before starting the isometric view, I first draw a rough drawing of the cone. This rough sketch helps me understand the shape of the cone and the relationship between the top view and the front view. Now, I draw the top view of the cone. Since the base of the cone is circular, the top view is drawn as a circle of diameter 50 millimeters. Next, I draw the front view of the cone. The front view of a cone is a triangle. The base of the triangle measures 50 millimeters, and the height of the triangle is 70 millimeters. Step 2. Starting the isometric view, baseline. Now, I start the isometric view. First, I draw a straight horizontal baseline. Using a ruler, this baseline acts as the reference line for constructing the isometric axes. Small diamond. Step 3. Drawing isometric axes. On the baseline, I mark a point. From this point, I draw two lines at 30 degrees on either side using a protractor. These two inclined lines represent the left and right isometric axes. The vertical direction represents the height axis. Step 4. Forming the base square. To draw the isometric circle, I first draw an isometric square. The diameter of the cone is 50 millimeters, so the side of the square is also 50 millimeters. Along the left 30-degree axis, I measure 50 millimeters and mark a point. Along the right 30-degree axis, I again measure 50 millimeters and mark another point. Using a set square, I draw lines parallel to the opposite axes to complete the isometric square. Step 5. Marking corners of the square. Now, I label the corners of the square. The bottom corner is marked as A. The right corner is marked as B. The top corner is marked as C. The left corner is marked as D. These points will be used for constructing the isometric circle. Small diamond. Step 6. Marking center points on all four sides. Next, I locate the center points of all four sides of the square. Each side of the square is 50 millimeters, so the center of each side is at 25 millimeters. I carefully measure and mark the midpoints of sides AB, BC, CD, and DA. These center points are very important for constructing the isometric circle. Step 7. 4-center method, point marking. Now, I use the 4-center method to draw the isometric circle. From corner A, I mark 2 points on the adjacent sides. The point opposite to A on one side is marked as A1, and the point opposite to A on the other side is marked as A2. Similarly, from corner C, I mark 2 points. The points opposite to C are marked as C1 and C2. Small diamond. Step 8. Joining construction lines. Now, I draw light construction lines. I join A to A1 and A to A2. Next, I join C to C1 and C to C2. These lines help locate the centers for drawing the 4 arcs of the isometric circle. Step 9. Drawing the isometric circle. Using the intersection points obtained, I draw 4 smooth arcs. Each arc is drawn carefully so that it touches the center points of the square sides. I used compass to draw the arch. Step 10. Locating the center of the base. Now, I locate the center point of the isometric circle. This point represents the center of the circular base. From this center point, the height of the cone will be drawn. Small diamond. Step 11. Drawing the height of the cone. From the center of the base, I draw a vertical line upward. The height of the cone is 70 millimeters, so I measure 70 millimeters and mark the apex point. This point represents the top of the cone. Step 12. Joining apex to base circle. Now, I join the apex to the extreme left and right points of the isometric circle. These lines represent the slant edges, generators, of the cone. Only the visible generators are darkened. Step 13. Final finishing. Finally, I darken all the visible outlines of the cone.